Hello Sagittarius, welcome to High Priestess Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a Are we going to get back together or will we be getting back together love reading for 2020. Before we get started, just a friendly reminder that time is fluid. Just please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, I do read energies of the cards, so again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also like, share, and subscribe to my channel, y'all. Thank you so much. Off we go. Will they get back together? Ooh. Spirit, will my Sagittarius get back together for this new year? Will my Sagittarius and their partner get back together? Will my Sag and their partner get back together? Will my Sagittarius and their partner get back together? So this is your first card, this is your second card, and this is your third card. So the first card represents how you're feeling right now during this breakup. The second card represents how your partner is feeling during this breakup. And the third card represents whether or not y'all will get back together. So we'll just get right into it. So, my dear Sag, you have received the Empress in your position of how you're feeling about the this breakup. Now, this is a major arcana card, so this is like a really strong feeling that you're having. You're feeling very much like in your power. You're feeling super feminine right now and super maternal. And I feel like it's just you're super instinctual as well. Like your womanly instincts are so like in the zone right now. They're so powerful right now. You have a lot of feminine energy happening. I feel like you are just in this super intuition zone where something's happened and and you may not have really, I don't feel like you've even told them yet. I really feel like you've just distanced yourself from them and maybe you're considering yourself separated from your partner, but I feel like your partner's like, gee, like what is going on? Like, you know, they haven't talked to me, they've just up and literally like poof, be gone, disappeared. And I feel like it's because you're feeling very feminine and very feminine power, and you feel like something's up, and you may have even found out that something's up, and that's why you're really keeping your distance from your partner right now. Also with this Emperor, she's it could be looked at as like a marriage card, but I mean, maybe you guys were talking about marriage. Maybe you guys were engaged. I'm feeling like I'm getting an engaged vibe, or it seems like maybe you've called this engagement off right now. And for some of you, they don't know. You've just separated yourself from them, and you really got really into your feminine intuition, and you found out something, and you're just like taking space for yourself right now and not really communicating much to them, and they're not really sure why. For others of you, I feel like there was an engagement, and you definitely called this engagement off for some reason. All right. How they feel. Okay, so we have some cup energy, 5 of cups. This is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So how they're feeling is that, they don't want to walk away. Like, for those of you that aren't really like talking with your partner and they really don't know why, they're still very positive about y'all's love. Like, they're just thinking in their head, well, maybe they just need some space. Maybe, they'll get back to me later. However, I feel like there's something that happened for those of you that for those of you that are being distant from your partner now without really telling them. You found out something about like their past, like their love life from their past that they didn't necessarily share with you, and you feel as though it's like you felt as though it was a, like your intuition was telling you, okay, like there's something that my partner's not telling me about their past, and you found out about it, and that's why you're not really talking to them, or you may have called off the engagement, and your partner's kind of like still, even though maybe if it's to anybody that has called off the engagement, or if it applies to anybody that's just specifically not talking to your partner, and you're like keeping your distance from your partner right now, they feel very hopeful about the love, because they're really not they're just like, I don't know what's going on, but we're fine. They're not really projecting anything disastrous right now, because the Five of Cups is in the reverse. As far as will you all get back together, we have the Hierophant. Okay, so this is some Taurus energy, actually. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, or if you have Taurus in your chart, anyway, this is another major arcana card. And with the Hierophant here, the Hierophant, it can mean like a lot of different things. We're talking about whether you're getting back together or not. It has a lot of things to do with like authority and guidance and stuff like that. I really feel like, even though this is the Hierophant, Sag, I feel like this is you. Like, I feel like this is you. You're very enlightened about what you found out. You feel very kind of like authoritative. You're standing strong in your position right now. With either calling off the engagement or just not talking to them much. And I feel like at this time that no, like you are not going to get back together anytime soon with this person, until, I don't even know if there's a possibility, because this is such an authoritative card. This is such a, like, in my power, very much this is my stance on it, and that's it. Like, I don't really foresee you guys getting back together. I don't see this as like, oh, this is an in limbo situation, or maybe we'll come back together at another time. I really feel like with this Empress card, because these are two major arcana cards, I feel like these are both you, and these are both very strong messages. I feel like this is you just highly in your feminine power. You know, you could have been engaged. For some of you, if you weren't engaged, a lot of feminine intuition occurred. You know, you found out about your lover's past with dealing with their relationships, and they are still, even though you may have called off the engagement to who that applies to, or some of you just distanced yourself from your lover, for whoever that applies to, they're like kind of really clueless, because like this Five of Cups is in the reverse. They're still very hopeful that you guys will either get back together, or that you're just needing some space right now. But you know what? You need to communicate it to them, because you have really, with this Hierophant card as the will you get back together, you've really made up your mind. You've really canceled this engagement for whoever that applies to. You've really distanced yourself, and, you know, for whoever that applies to. And you need to tell them. Quite honestly, Sag, you need to tell them, because this right here is telling me that, like, you may not even know it right now, which is why you're watching this, you know, video. You're watching this reading, and you're watching my channel, but you've made up your mind. This is done for you. And so instead of just dragging it on and not letting them know, Sag, you need to tell them. Like, for real, you need to tell them. All right, y'all, this has been your Are We Gonna Get Back Together love reading for 2020. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, y'all, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.